Speaking of a conversation that was going on in Discord, the conversation of should Disney eliminate tipping at Walt Disney World. So how did this come up, Phil? What's the
Yeah, so there was an
backstory?
article written on WDW Info. It was written by Blair Whitman, who I think is a contributing author, around the idea of making Walt Disney World a gratuity free zone. And the idea isn't necessarily to debate whether people should be tipping or not, but that the idea that Disney has the power of like all these people are here in kind of like a bubble, that they could say, okay, in here, this is more of a premium, all inclusive resort experience. You don't have to tip here. So when you're paying five, six, $700 for a hotel room, you're not expected to leave gratuity for the housekeeping staff. When you go to these restaurants, yes, the pricing is higher and that sort of thing. But once you're done, you can just get up. You pay your bill for what you did, but you're not expected to tip and stuff like that. So that the cast members are paid, appropriately without needing the tips to kind of subside, to earn a living and that sort of thing. And I thought it was an interesting concept, especially with the table service combined with how it feels like the table services are easier to get. They're not as filled. Thinking about the dining plan, I know when we did the dining plan when it first launched, gratuity was included with it, and how
Hmm.
it really did make it seem like you pay the money up front, and then when you eat, you just get up. You don't have to like also think about, well, what, okay, I know it's covered, but this item is more expensive, so I'm gonna have to leave more of a tip and blah blah blah. Like you don't have to like do any of that mental
Yeah.
math. It just feels like a little bit more of a vacation feel, like an all-inclusive place. So I thought it was an interesting concept. We had the back and forth on Discord. Some people, it's hard to talk about this without getting into the
The
whole
tipping
tipping
debate always
culture.
comes up. Yes.
Yeah, like should you be tipping or not? I think it would also have the added benefit of people that are coming from
Sure.
originally from international areas that don't have the same tipping culture in the U.S. So they don't have to worry about, well, I don't know what I'm supposed to tip, blah blah blah. It's like you don't have to worry about it. So I think it would be interesting. Obviously, the downside is now they'd have to bake that into the price of everything. So now
Yep.
everything would look that much more
Everything's
expensive.
going to be 18 to 20% more expensive.
Exactly. But is that more appealing to people to say, especially with the dining plan and stuff like that? Like I've paid for this ahead of time where it's all baked in, that's it, versus always having to have mentally